Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to start by just telling you that our Director General is presently with his mother that is critically ill at the Veteran Hospital, if I'm not mistaken, Verdun. So our prayers are with Joe's mother. Also, just to let you know that we've got Carnival that is upon us. And on January the 26th, we've got Senior Social Lunch, Dîner Causerie des Aînés, qui va avoir lieu le 26 janvier, that's the Friday. 11:30, it's $5 cost for the lunch, and there'll be some entertainment. So the seniors in the room, I hope you'll all show up. Also, we've got Family Bingo, and that will be on the 26th, Friday, at 7 p.m. And Johnny Bingo is making his return. Johnny will be there. And also on a Saturday itself, January 27, we've got a family day that starts at 11 o'clock to 4 o'clock. So just spread the news. And also we've got our Mayor's Blood Donor Clinic that will be held this Thursday at our Recreation Center from 1:30 to 7:30. So we will start our meeting. Annie?
Alors, bienvenue à cette séance ordinaire du conseil municipal de la ville de Kirkland en ce lundi 15 janvier. First of all, it is proposed to adopt the agenda of the present regular sitting as submitted.
Moved by?
I'll propose that all before.
And second by?
I'll second it, Dominic Zito.
Thank you.
Sous approbation des procès-verbaux, premier point, 3.1, il est proposé d'approuver le procès-verbal de la séance ordinaire tenue le 4 décembre 2023.
Un proposeur?
Je le propose, Karen Fett.
Et secondé?
Je vais le seconder, Steve Bouchard.
Merci.
Item 3.2, it is proposed that the minutes of the special sitting held on December 11, 2023 at 7 p.m. be approved.
Proposed?
I propose John Morrison.
And second?
I'll second that, Mike Brown.
Thank you.
Point 3.3, il est proposé d'approuver le procès-verbal de la séance extraordinaire tenue le 11 décembre 2023 à 7h15 concernant le PTI.
Un proposeur?
Je le propose, Dominic Zito.
Et secondé?
I'll second it all before.
Merci.
And item 3.4, it is proposed that the minutes of the special sitting held on December 11, 2023 at 7:30 p.m. be approved regarding taxation bylaw.
Proposed?
I'll propose it, Dominic Zito.
And second?
I'll second that, Steve Bouchard.
Au point 4, compte payable, il est proposé de confirmer et d'approuver le paiement d'un montant total de 7 304 534 $34 pour l'ensemble des chèques émis et annulés, les dépôts directs et les paiements préautorisés pour la période du 1er au 31 décembre 2023.
Proposeur?
Je vais le proposer, John Jacker.
Appuyé par?
I'll second that, Karen Fett.
There is no bylaw table at the present sitting, which brings us to item 6, contracts. Le premier, 6.1, s'agit de l'octroi du contrat REC 2024-01, fourniture et installation de stations d'exercice de parcours santé au Parc Mise. Suite à cet appel d'offres public, 5 soumissions ont été reçues à l'intérieur du délai imparti. Les soumissions ont été ouvertes publiquement le 18 décembre et à la suite d'un examen des documents reçus, elles ont été jugées conformes aux documents d'appel d'offres. Il est proposé d'octroyer le contrat REC 2024-01 à Aménagement Sud-Ouest, qui est la compagnie 9114-5698 Québécois, le plus bas soumissionnaire conforme pour un montant total de 232 346,08 $, toutes taxes applicables incluses.
By the way, this is our second station, like the one we've got at Oliver Park. That's really popular. So the second one will be at Means Park and to cater to the clientele on the south side. I need somebody to propose.
Je me propose John Morrison.
And second?
I will second it all before.
Thank you.
Item 6.2 is the awarding of lot number 1 for contract TP 2024-26, purchase of cast iron pieces, catch basins, and manholes. Following this call for tenders by invitation, 4 bids were received within the allotted timeframe for lot number 1. The bids were opened publicly on December 7th, and following a review of the documents received, they were deemed compliant with the tender specifications. It is proposed to award Lot 1 of contract TP 2024-26 to Construction Ivex Inc., the lowest confirming bidder, for a total amount of $49,991.13, all applicable taxes included.
Proposed.
I propose that, John Morrison.
And second.
I'll second that, Mike Grant.
Thank you.
Point 6.3, il s'agit de l'octroi du contrat TP 2024-27, fourniture de vannes et manchons. Suite à cet appel d'offres sur invitation, 2 soumissions ont été reçues à l'intérieur du délai imparti. Les soumissions ont été ouvertes publiquement le 5 décembre et à la suite d'un examen des documents reçus, les soumissions ont été jugées conformes au document d'appel d'offres. Il est proposé d'octroyer le contrat TP 2024-27 à Saint-Germain Égouts et Aqueduc Inc., plus bas soumissionnaire conforme pour un montant total de 86 662,61 $, toutes taxes applicables incluses.
Le proposeur, s'il vous plaît.
Je le propose, Jean Chacun.
Et secondé.
Je vais le seconder, Steve Bouchard.
Merci.
Item number 6.4 is the renewal of maintenance and support contract for PG Solutions application software. It is proposed to renew the maintenance and support contract for PG Solutions application software authorized by Resolution CM 10172 for the period of January 1st to December 31st, 2024, for a total amount of $111,900, all applicable taxes included.
Proposed.
I'll propose it, Dominic Zito.
Second.
I'll second that, John Morrison.
Au point 6.5, il s'agit d'un achat regroupé avec la Société des transports de Montréal, STM, pour l'achat de carburant diesel clair, saisonnier et diesel coloré pour les années 2024 à 2026. Donc, il est proposé d'autoriser une dépense totale de 404 865,61 $, toutes taxes applicables incluses, pour le renouvellement de l'option 1 du contrat d'achat regroupé 1514851 et de l'entente cadre 1631-217 gérée par la STM et la Ville de Montréal en vue de l'acquisition de carburant diesel clair pour un montant de 390 106,96 $, toutes taxes applicables incluses, et pour le diesel coloré, qui représente un montant de 14 758,65 $, taxes applicables incluses, couvrant une période de 2 ans, donc du 1er février 2024 au 31 janvier 2026. Et enfin, d'autoriser la trésorière, la chef de division approvisionnement ou la chef de section approvisionnement à signer pour et au nom de la Ville tous les documents requis à ces fins.
Proposé par.
I'll propose that, Paul DeFore.
I'll second it, Jean Chacun.
Very well.
Item 6.6 is a group purchase also with Ville de Montréal pour l'achat de fuel 2024-2025 super unleaded. It is proposed to authorize a total expenditure of $72,622, including all applicable taxes for the renewal of option 1 of the group purchasing contract 1497214, managed by the City of Montreal, in which the town of Kirkland has participated since 2021, for the purchase of super unleaded fuel, lot 1, for a 1-year period, January 4, 2024 to January 3, 2025, and to authorize the treasurer, the division head purchasing, or the section head purchasing to sign for and on behalf of the town all documents required for such purposes.
Proposed.
I'll propose that, Mike Brown.
And second?
I'll second that, Karen Cliff.
Au point 6.7, il s'agit de dépenses additionnelles pour le contrat Génie 2023-400, réaménagement extérieur de la maison en entier. Il est proposé d'autoriser une dépense additionnelle de 3 448,80 toutes taxes applicables incluses, payables à les entreprises Ventec Inc. pour des travaux supplémentaires effectués dans le cadre de ce contrat Génie 2023-400, réaménagement extérieur de la maison en entier.
Un proposeur, s'il vous plaît.
I'll propose that call before.
Et secondé.
Je le second, Dominique Zito.
Merci.
Item 6.8, additional expenses. It is proposed to authorize an additional expenditure of $603.19, all applicable taxes included, payable to Construction Raytech 2014 Inc. for additional work carried out during the year 2023 under contract TP 2023-28 plumbing maintenance service for municipal buildings with 4 renewal options.
Propose.
I'll propose that, Steve Bouchard.
Second?
I'll second that, Karen Cliff.
Au point 6.9, dépenses extraordinaires pour des travaux d'essouchement suite au verglas du 5 avril 2023. Considérant cet événement exceptionnel de verglas qui est survenu le 5 avril de l'année dernière, causant de nombreux dommages importants sur l'ensemble du territoire de la ville, considérant que plusieurs arbres endommagés présentaient un haut niveau de risque pour la sécurité publique et que des travaux arboricoles d'urgence ont dû être entrepris, considérant que dans plusieurs cas, l'abattage d'arbres était incontournable et nécessitait des travaux d'essouchement afin de restituer aux résidents l'aspect initial de leur propriété, il est proposé d'autoriser une dépense totale de 239 844,77 toutes taxes applicables incluses, payables à la compagnie numéro 7762-763 Canada Inc., connue sous le nom de Quai Pasque, pour des travaux d'essouchement sur une base extra-contractuelle.
I need somebody to propose.
I'll propose that, Mike Brown.
And second?
Second, Dave John Morrison.
We are now under item 7, administration and finance. Item 7.1, it is proposed to appoint Councillor Mike Brown as acting mayor for the months of February, March, and April of 2024.
Somebody to propose.
I'll propose it, Luciano Pachackia.
And second?
I'll second it, Dominique Zito.
Yeah.
Au point 7.2, il est proposé d'approuver la liste des contributions financières aux groupes communautaires locaux totalisant un montant de 70 100 pour l'année 2024 tel que déposé.
Un proposeur.
I propose that, Mike Brown.
Et secondé.
I'll second the call before.
Merci.
Au point 7.3, contribution financière additionnelle pour l'année 2024. Nous avons Associazione Italo-Canadaise de l'Ouest Island pour un montant de 300 et Lakeshore 690 Air Cadets Squadron pour un montant de 2125 $.
Un proposeur.
Je viens de proposer Steve Bouchard.
Et secondé.
Je le seconde, Dominique Zito.
Merci.
Item 7.4, in accordance with the Code of Ethics and Professional Conduct of Elected Municipal Officials, Council takes note of the tabling by the Town Clerk of the register of written statements by members of Council in respect of any gift, hospitality, or other benefit received whose value exceeds $200. So it's just a tabling.
Yeah.
Item 8, Human Resources. Le premier point à l'ordre du jour est le point 8.1. Il est proposé de confirmer le statut d'employée régulière à Mme Daphne Barodat, chef de section approvisionnement au sein des services administratifs en date du 9 janvier 2023, cette dernière ayant complété avec succès la période d'essai stipulée à la résolution CM 23 018, le tout conformément aux politiques d'emploi présentement en vigueur pour les employés cadres de la ville de Kirkland.
Le proposeur
Je le propose, Michel Jacquet.
est secondé.
Je le seconde, Karen Smith.
Merci.
Item 8.2, it is proposed to confirm the regular employee status of Mr. Omar Soto Rodriguez, Division Head Library, within the Recreation and Library Department as of January 4th, 2023, the latter having successfully completed the trial period as stipulated in Resolution CN 23021, the whole in accordance with the employment policy currently in effect for management employees of the town of Kirkland.
En passant, c'est des remplacements, those are replacements. They're not add-ons. So I need somebody to propose.
I'll propose that, Mike Brown.
And second,
And I'll second that, John Morrison.
thank you.
Point 8.3, il est proposé de confirmer Mme Shirley Hayden au poste col blanc d'aide bibliothécaire, service au public et référence au sein du service des loisirs et de la bibliothèque à compter du 11 janvier 2023, le tout conformément à la convention collective présentement en vigueur pour les employés col blanc de la ville de Kirkland.
Le proposeur
I'll propose that called for.
est secondé par.
Je le seconde, Dominique Zito.
Item 8.4, it is proposed to appoint and confirm Ms. Anne-Marie Urbain to the blue-collar position of motorized equipment operator C within the Recreation and Library Department as of June 1st, 2023, the whole in accordance with the provisions of the collective agreement currently in force for blue-collar employees of the town of Kirkland.
Propose.
I'll propose that, Karen Cliff.
And second,
I'll second that, Steve Bouchard.
Au point 8.5, il est proposé de créer le poste cadre de contremaîtresse horticulture et opérations hivernales au sein du service des travaux publics et de nommer Mme Sabrina Doucet à ce poste pour une période d'essai de 12 mois à compter du 17 décembre 2023, le tout conformément à la politique d'emploi des employés cadres de la ville de Kirkland.
for the ones that were there at the budget, that's an addition, creation of this position that's really needed. So I need somebody to propose.
Je propose Buzz Farr.
And second,
Je second that, John Morrison.
thank you.
Which brings us to the Urban Planning Advisory Committee. First item is 9.1. It is proposed to grant in conformity with bylaw number 9063 entitled Bylaw Concerning Minor Exemptions of the Town of Kirkland, the following minor exemption to zoning bylaw 9058. The address is 17550 Trans-Canada Highway. It's industrial multi-tenants on lot 3, 112, 126, located in zone 314M. In order to allow the installation of metal panels within the first 3.65 meters of height for the two lateral facades of the new expansion instead of brick, stone, glass, or precast concrete panel as per Article 12.7B.
This is a warehouse expansion. So somebody to propose.
I'll propose it, Michel Jacquet.
And second,
I'll second that, Steve Bouchard.
thank you.
Point 9.2, une autre dérogation mineure. Il est proposé d'accorder en vertu du règlement 9063 intitulé Règlement relatif aux dérogations mineures de la ville de Kirkland, la dérogation mineure suivante au règlement de zonage 9058. L'adresse est le 9 rue Linden sur le lot 1 992 290 dans la zone 119R afin de permettre une marge de recul avant secondaire de 5,29 mètres au lieu de 5,4 mètres, une marge latérale de 2,32 mètres au lieu de 2,4 mètres et une marge arrière de 3,28 mètres au lieu de 7,6 mètres, le tout tel que stipulé à l'article 10.14, avec la condition que la dérogation mineure n'est applicable qu'au bâtiment dans son état actuel et ne sera pas applicable à toute modification apportée au bâtiment.
Le proposant
Je vais le proposer, c'était Bouchard.
est secondé par
Je vais le seconder, Luciano Jean-Pierre.
Item 9.3, it is proposed to grant in conformity with bylaw number 9063, entitled Bylaw Concerning Minor Exemptions of the Town of Kirkland, the following minor exemption to zoning bylaw 9058. The address is 16821 Trans-Canada Highway. It's the Canadian Tire, located on lot 6, 436113 in zone 233C. In order to allow the installation of an ancillary building, a greenhouse, in a commercial zone which is not permitted in commercial zones as per Article 11.13, provided that at the time of permit application, the technical plans are signed and sealed by an engineer confirming the structural capacity of the structure to withstand high winds and storms and to be durable.
proposed
I will propose it, Luciano Jean-Pierre.
and second.
I'll second it, c'était Bouchard.
Au point 9.4, il s'agit d'un PIIA. Il est proposé de prendre acte de la demande d'approbation des plans d'implantation et d'intégration architecturale et des documents d'accompagnement relativement au projet de construction d'un immeuble unifamilial sur le lot 6507135 dans la zone 163R, situé au 18 rue de l'Artiste, et de l'extrait du procès-verbal du CCU du 12 décembre 2023, d'approuver les plans d'implantation et d'intégration architecturale énumérés au point 2.1.1 du procès-verbal de la réunion du CCU du 12 décembre, ces plans étant conformes au règlement PIA 2022-55 et ayant fait l'objet d'une recommandation favorable du CCU.
Proposé
Je vais le proposer, c'était Bouchard.
et appuyé.
Je vais le seconder, Luciano Jean-Pierre.
Merci.
Item 9.5, it is proposed to take note of the request for approval of the site planning and architectural integration program and accompanying documents for the exterior renovation project on lot 2458489 in zone 129R, located at 5 Braintree Court Street, and the extract of the minutes of the PAC meeting held on December 12th, and to approve the site planning and architectural integration plans listed in item 3.1.1 of the minutes of the PAC meeting held on December 12th, said plan being in conformity with bylaw SPAIP 2022-55 and having received a favorable recommendation from the PAC.
Proposed
I'll propose it, Luciano Jean-Pierre.
and second.
I'll second that, c'était Bouchard.
9.6, un autre PIA, il est proposé de prendre acte de la demande d'approbation des plans d'implantation et d'intégration architecturale et des documents d'accompagnement relativement au projet d'agrandissement sur le lot 3112126 dans la zone 314M, situé au 17550 route transcanadienne, et de l'extrait du procès-verbal du CCU du 14 novembre 2023, d'approuver les plans d'implantation et d'intégration architecturale énumérés au point 2.2.1 du procès-verbal de la réunion du CCU du 14 novembre. Ces plans étant conformes au règlement PIA 2022-55 et ayant fait l'objet d'une recommandation favorable du CCU, avec la condition mentionnée au point 2.2.2 du procès-verbal du 14 novembre.
Le proposant
Je vais le proposer, c'était Bouchard.
and second.
Je vais le seconder, Luciano Jean-Pierre.
Merci.
Nous avons rien au point 10 qui concerne la sécurité publique et la circulation. There's nothing also under environment. Ce qui nous amène au rapport du maire sur les décisions prises par le conseil d'agglomération de Montréal à l'Assemblée extraordinaire du 14 décembre et à l'Assemblée ordinaire du 21 décembre 2023.
Well, I'll read you the text of what we did, the mayors of the emergency. In accordance with the vote of opposition recorded by all the mayors at the Lint Town AMV at the extraordinary meeting of the Agglomeration Council on December 14, 2023, for the adoption of the budget, the annual budget, and the PDE 2024 to 2033. We, the mayors of the demerged city, have not supported the resolution at item 30.03, 30.04, 42.01, and 42.03. These are the establishing of the code-part général, la délégation du conseil d'agglo au conseil de ville, des modalités ou les modalités de paiement des quotes-parts par les villiers, et the rules of the mixed expense. So, at the agglomeration meeting of December the 21st, the last one, 2023, since the overall result is not in line with the legitimate expectation of our link town, we voted against these four resolutions. I'll read it in French. I'm sorry. En concordance avec le vote d'opposition par tous les mairesses et les maires de la ville des Villiers, lors de la séance extraordinaire du conseil d'agglomération du 14 décembre 2023, pour l'adoption des budgets et du PDI 2024 à 2033, nous, les maires et mairesses des Villiers, n'avons pas appuyé les résolutions aux items, comme je vous ai mentionné, le 3003, 30.04, 42.01 et le 4203 de l'Assemblée ordinaire de l'agglomération du 21 décembre 2023, puisque le résultat global ne cadre pas avec les attentes légitimes de nos villiers. And that's my report on the ACRO.
Merci, Monsieur le maire. There is no business pertaining to government business. There is also aucune résolution d'appui qui est traitée de séance tenante. The Municipal Council takes note of the tabling of the correspondence of the month of December 2023 by the town clerk. Il n'y a aucune affaire nouvelle qui est traitée à la présente séance, ce qui nous amène à la période de questions du public, qui est maintenant ouverte. Tout membre du public qui désire s'adresser au conseil municipal est prié de faire appel derrière le micro. Lorsque le droit de parole vous est accordé, veuillez énoncer vos noms et adresses et formuler votre question de manière claire et concise en vous adressant au maire dans un langage respectueux. Chaque intervention est limitée à 2 questions. Il vous sera possible de poser des questions supplémentaires lorsque tous les membres du public qui désirent s'adresser au conseil auront eu l'occasion de le faire. Public question period is now open. Members of the audience who wish to address the council are requested to line up behind the microphone. When given the floor, please state your name and address and direct your question to the mayor in a clear and concise manner using respectful language. Each intervention is limited to 2 questions. You will be able to ask additional questions once all members of the audience who wish to address the council have had a chance to do so.
Good evening, everybody. Marie Michel of 94. I have a direct message from my wife to all of you representatives of the city of Kirkland. She says, make sure that you say every word, and we all are excited, great, and all these superlatives that she could think of about the Christmas decorations. So I have it from her, and I guess she's got a good eye for artistry.
Thank you.
I'd like to make a series of observations because, as you know, I do take almost daily walks. And like today was perfect. It doesn't matter where I was walking, in Kirkland or the adjoining municipalities.
Yeah.
But I'd like to state the way it was after the first snowfall. Starting from Chemin Saint-Marie, east of Daniel Street, that portion was very difficult to get on that because not only there was lack of salt, but there was also a lot of water and the snow was piled, so you couldn't step over it. So I decided to walk on the Chemin Saint-Marie Street, thinking that maybe I could get onto the sidewalk on the other side of Daniel Street. But it happens that somehow the snow clearing, private snow clearing people, they decided to dump the snow on the sidewalk. So I couldn't get on the sidewalk there. I continued
Which
The
day was
street.
that? Which day was that?
well, after we had the first snowfall,
First one?
yeah, after the first snowfall.
After, okay.
So from Daniel Street all the way almost up to the where our boundary with Beaconsfield starts, that whole part was unwalkable. I couldn't get on it.
Okay.
Not only because of the lack of ice, a little bit of ice, the snow, the median was about quite high. So I continued, and then the same thing as other years happened, where the beginning of the townhouses in Beaconsfield start with the address 555. There was even a mess, even worse,
Okay.
because I'm guessing what was happening. At the beginning of the townhouse that belong in Kirkland, there's no place for the snow removal company to dump the snow. They have to dump it somewhere because they take it from the driveway. So where do you think they dump
Yeah, okay.
it? Okay, so then I said, well, it's the same thing as other years. I still couldn't get onto the sidewalk. So I continued, and then about 50 meters from Montrose and Chemise and Marine, there was a pile of snow this side and a nice little igloo mound.
Okay.
It was just up there.
Listen, your comments are well received. I think we've got our Director of Public Works that is with us tonight, and he's taking some notes. So we'll make sure it's done properly the next time.
Well, thank you very much, and since he's here, maybe I can
No,
take
he
advantage of it.
He understood.
When you're coming up from Chemise and Marine to come around the corner here,
Yeah.
the last two houses, they have very steep sloping driveways
In the back here.
in the back. And when certain conditions are not so good there, like at the beginning when there was ice, it's impossible to walk there.
Okay.
So that's another situation
Here
too.
we are. Okay.
Okay. Now, the real reason I came here to deliver my wife's message, but I'm tired of hearing this guy from the Gazette, Krenenberger or whatever his name is,
Yeah, Albert?
Albert.
Yeah.
Why does he mention only Beaconsfield and Pierre Faux, how they're fighting the agglomeration council? Why don't I hear anybody else?
Pierrefonds is not in court. It's only Beaconsfield. And at this present time, the judge basically said to the party involved, that's the government, provincial government, also the city of Montreal, to basically sit down. You're suggesting to the three parties, Beaconsfield, to sit down and to basically come to a resolution. What the judge saying, use mediation. Montreal doesn't want to mediate, and the government doesn't want to mediate with Beaconsfield. That's where it stands. We did basically decide, Marino, to take another direction, not the confronting or the suing or the where it will get Beaconsfield nowhere. I'm sorry, but nowhere. We're still in the negotiation process ourselves with Montreal, and it's going comme ci, comme ça, because with the vacations and all that, but we'll resume our negotiation with Montreal. So that's their position, our position. The rest of the 15, the 14, prefer to go with discussion to find a resolution, not suing people, and that's all.
When you say negotiations, you're negotiating, I presume, with Madame.
Mais it was Madame Olivier that was negotiating with us unfortunately, you know what happened to Madame Olivier. She was demoted from her position of head financière du comité exécutif. So we're waiting for somebody to permanently be there and continue the negotiation.
But
It could.
if Kirkland is trying to negotiate with
Not
the,
Kirkland, it's the ASN.
okay, fine, if the ASM is trying to negotiate,
Yeah.
does it mean all the other municipalities excluding Beaconsfield and Pierrefonds are acting together?
Pierrefonds are not even part of any negotiation. They're part of Montreal. He's complaining that he's not getting enough money from Montreal. It's another matter completely. It's not, it doesn't involve the quota. They don't have any quota. Basically, is arrondissement, when Montreal does their budget, they say, okay, here, La Chine or Pierrefonds, that's the money you'll receive. At this present time, if you look at Pierrefonds, your operating budget for a city with close to 70,000 in population, bigger district, they've got $32 million to administer that part of their territory. When we've got far more than that, and we were 20 in population. So Pierrefonds is another situation that's not involved in any negotiation when it comes to the actual cut-up. So if you talk about Beaconsfield, that's another matter. And Beaconsfield decided to go on their own, and that's their choice.
What I'm interested in is
Yeah, but we don't have any results now.
Yes,
Marino.
there's no equilibrium, I don't know what word to use, between the agglomeration council and what the municipalities.
The agglomeration council, in my mind, it's an organization that should not even exist. You know, it should have been done as like it was proposed in the early days by Mr. Kemp, to basically do 3 committees, one for the water, one for the police, firefighter, and all that, where we could sit jointly with Montreal. But the government had decided, provincial government had decided to do differently, and that's what we got, the creation of the AGLO, where we've got zip to say, but at least we're able, in the past, we did it with, believe it or not, with mayor of those days, Monsieur Collard, to negotiate the centre-ville. Centre-ville, that was all of Ville-Marie, where we were able to, with the need, to freeze the centre-ville at $8 million a year for all the 15 municipalities to basically freeze that amount. And now if you look at the cost of the centre-ville, it's close. If we would not have negotiated that deal with Monsieur Collard, we would be giving Montreal, just for the centre-ville, close to 35 million. So that was a good deal. And we're continuing negotiating with the people that are there until we get somebody to be able to talk to, because Madame Olivier is not there, and you know why. So we won't get into it. So it's advancing slowly, it's true, but that's the way we decided to go.
As
So
far as I
I'm
know,
not in a position to tell you, we've got a result. We're still in the negotiation process.
as far as I know, everybody knows that it's unfair the way we're treated tax-wise. So if you're at liberty to state what's all the quote-unquote emerged municipality leaders are doing, are they individually contesting this? Are they
No,
individually doing
The
anything?
ASM is comprised of 50 municipalities. There's 14 at this present time where we've got a committee, you know, headed by the president of our ASM, that's Benny Masella, and we've got also a director of finance from another city, and another director general. They're the negotiation table. They bring us the the information, and we tell them where to go and where to fight the battles.
Okay, so I'm understanding from you that this ASM, whatever it is called, exists and they are trying to negotiate?
They're not trying. We're in the negotiation process. It stopped because of Mme. Olivier, that's in charge of on the executive committee of the City of Montreal, or the agglomeration also. She was demoted from her position. So we have to start with somebody else, but there's some history behind it.
Well, when you say negotiation, there has to be two parties involved.
Okay, that's
If
what
there's
I
only,
thought. The
there's only
ASM.
one, then there's no negotiation.
Okay, I don't know how to explain it more. And I think
What I'm trying to say is, this negotiating, does that have any power behind it if the other party doesn't want to negotiate?
But listen, at one point we had the support of the Liberal Party. Now the Liberal Party doesn't exist, almost. And they have, to come to the table themselves. They'll say, handle your own battle for now. Keep in mind that it's very delicate for the City of Montreal, because the City of Montreal owes us, all the 15 emerged city, or are taking close to $158 million more a year for all the 15 municipalities. And that's what we're trying to do, to reduce that amount. And that's what we're calling cut off. And the cost we're paying for, we're paying without, and we don't have any basically result, service in a way, yeah. And so that's where we're negotiating. And for now, that's the only thing I can tell you.
Marino, there's somebody behind you. Let that person come
Yeah.
up and you can come back out.
I think
Excuse me.
But
One
I think-
second. Final word. Thank you very much for your patience. Thank you again, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next.
Fonctionnaire, Daniel Trottier, 62 rue Parkridge.
Oui, Daniel.
Une petite question, je suis curieux sur les comptes payables. Est-ce que j'ai bien entendu qu'on a payé comme 7 millions de dollars ce mois-ci ou
Oui,
en facture? Parce que je suis pas venu depuis quelques mois, puis je pensais que c'était tout le temps 3-4 millions. Et 7 millions, y a-t-il
ça dépend des périodes.
des dépenses extraordinaires dans ce mois-ci ou...
Non, c'est tout simplement des dépenses normales. Tu peux avoir un mois où tu vas avoir 7 millions, un autre mois 4 millions.
Ah oui, ok.
Ça varie. C'est
pas tout le
dépend.
temps.
Comme l'été, tu vas avoir des travaux d'été, le repavage, le gainage, mais à un moment donné, tes factures rentrent, il faut les payer. Mais il y a de ces factures-là qui rentrent.
Je suis juste curieux, moi, c'est-tu
Mais
la cote-part qu'on a payée ou...
Non, ça part, on la paye en 2 paiements. Et puis, tu vas avoir passé. Inquiète pas. Parce que, écoute, c'est 33 millions. Tu vas y voir passer.
Non, mais c'est ça, 33 millions divisé par 12, puis ça fait comme 3.
Non, on paye en 2 versements.
Mais j'aimerais, la deuxième question, ça vient pas de moi, ça vient de mon voisin qui est en arrière de chez nous sur le bord Cleveland, puis il m'a envoyé une petite note pour vous poser la question.
Oui.
C'est que la semaine passée, il y a des gens du, je sais pas, le Waterworks Department, là, les travaux, qui sont...
De Kirkland?
Oui, c'est ça, le Kirkland.
Oui, ok.
Qui sont allés sur son terrain, qui cherchaient les entrées d'eau. On a tout le monde sur nos
La
terrains.
valve, là, oui.
C'est ça, la valve. Puis, ils ont mis une tige pour identifier. Puis, quand mon voisin est sorti, il peut poser la question aux gens de la ville, ils leur ont dit que, suite à plusieurs plaintes d'eau brouillée, qui vont chercher ces entrées d'eau-là sur les terrains, pour donner ça à des sous-contractants pour faire des travaux majeurs d'excavation et ces choses-là. Donc, ma question, il y avait comme 2 sous-questions, c'est que mon voisin il déménage, il dit, est-ce qu'ils vont commencer à tout tear up mon jardin pendant que je déménage ou avant que je vende la maison? Mais ma question, c'est, est-ce qu'il y a des plans en ce moment pour revoir tous les entrées d'eau de chaque résident, puis de faire le nettoyage suite à ces plaintes-là? Est-ce que vous savez s'il y a quelque chose qui se passe?
Je ne suis pas au courant, je vais prendre la question. et puis on en discutera avec nos travaux publics, mais pour le moment,
Il n'y a pas rien. C'est ça le.
tu peux avoir de l'eau brune, mais basée sur certaines choses que l'on fait,
Oui.
soit le vidangeage, comme tu sais, des bonnes fontaines, et ainsi de suite. Et puis pour le moment, non, on n'a pas de plan à ce que je sache. Puis toutes les valves en tant que telles, on a déjà une scénatique ou un plan d'ensemble où ils sont localisés.
Oui, c'est ça, mais je pense que le monsieur de la ville disait qu'il voulait comme l'ouvrir, puis mon voisin dit, mais non, ouvre pas la valve, peut-être qu'elle va briser. Je n'étais pas exactement sûr. C'est pour moi qui lui ai parlé, mais.
Ouais. Ben,
C'est pas là.
tu sais quoi à propos de ça?
Excusez, vas-y pas.
Un instant.
C'est quoi le propriétaire sur le boulevard?
C'est Harry Villeneuve, là, au 60, là, sur le coin.
C'est ça.
Ah,
Sur le coin, donc il se demandait si est-ce que toutes les. Je venais ce soir, donc il m'a demandé de vous poser la question, parce qu'il y avait un plan d'action
on l'a
là-dessus.
pris en note et on va te revenir.
Ok, parfait.
On va savoir le pourquoi.
Ok, merci.
OK, Daniel. Autre question? Non. Bon, mais écoutez, la prochaine assemblée du conseil va avoir lieu le lundi 5 février à 20h. Next council meeting, Monday, February the 5th at 8 p.m. So thank you all for coming. Merci d'être venus. And have a nice evening. And also I need somebody to,
I'll propose the closing of the sitting. Done
Something
second.
about-
I'll second it.
Parfait. Bonne soirée.